The year is 1914. Europe, a continent of empires and alliances, teeters on the brink of disaster. Nationalism, fueled by years of rivalry and mistrust, courses through the veins of the great powers. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, heir to the Habsburg throne, ignites the powder keg. Austria-Hungary blames Serbia, issuing an ultimatum that Serbia cannot fully meet. A complex web of alliances is triggered, dragging nation after nation into the abyss. Germany, eager for expansion and power, declares war on Russia and France. Great Britain, bound by treaty to protect Belgium's neutrality, enters the fray when Germany invades Belgium on its way to France. The world watches in disbelief as the lights go out on a continent. The Great War, a conflict of unprecedented scale and ferocity, has begun. France, still bearing the scars of its defeat in the Franco-Prussian War of 1870–71, faces the brunt of the German offensive. The German Schlieffen Plan, a lightning strike aimed at capturing Paris and knocking France out of the war, throws the French army onto the defensive. The French, however, are determined to defend their homeland. They rally under the leadership of General Joseph Joffre, commander-in-chief of the French army. Joffre's strategy is to hold back the German advance and buy time for reinforcements to arrive. The early days of the war are marked by chaos and confusion. The Germans, with their superior numbers and firepower, advance rapidly through Belgium and into northern France. The French, however, fight with courage and tenacity, inflicting heavy casualties on the invaders. The war on the Western Front quickly bogs down into a bloody stalemate, a grueling and relentless struggle that would come to define the conflict. Trenches stretching for hundreds of miles from the North Sea to Switzerland become the defining feature of the conflict. These trenches, often muddy and waterlogged, are a testament to the harsh and unforgiving conditions faced by soldiers on both sides. Both sides dig in, creating elaborate defensive systems protected by barbed wire, machine guns, and artillery. The trenches are not just simple ditches, they are complex networks with bunkers, command posts, and supply depots, designed to withstand the relentless bombardments. Attacks, often launched across open ground, result in horrific casualties for minimal gains. The area between opposing trenches, known as no man's land, becomes a deadly expanse of barbed wire, craters, and the remnants of previous assaults. The Battle of Verdun, fought from February to December 1916, epitomizes the brutality of trench warfare. Verdun becomes a symbol of national pride and sacrifice, with both sides suffering immense losses. The Germans, under the command of General Erich von Falkenhayn, aimed to bleed France white by launching a massive offensive against the fortress city of Verdun. Falkenhayn's strategy is to inflict maximum casualties, believing that France will eventually collapse under the strain. The French, determined to hold Verdun at all costs, pour men and resources into the battle. The road to Verdun, known as the Voie Sacrée or Sacred Way, becomes a lifeline, with a constant stream of troops and supplies heading to the front. They are led by General Philippe Pétain, who famously declares, "They shall not pass." Pétain's leadership and the resilience of the French soldiers turn Verdun into a fortress of defiance. The Battle of Verdun becomes a symbol of French resilience and determination. The French hold their ground, and the battle, though devastating, becomes a turning point in the war. Another pivotal battle is the Battle of the Somme, launched by the British and French in July 1916 to relieve pressure on Verdun. The Somme offensive is one of the largest battles of World War I, involving over 3 million men. The Somme offensive, intended to achieve a decisive breakthrough, becomes a costly disaster. The initial bombardment fails to destroy the German defenses, and the attacking troops face a hail of machine gun fire. On the first day of the battle alone, the British suffer nearly 60,000 casualties, the bloodiest day in British military history. The Somme becomes a grim reminder of the futility and horror of French warfare, with months of fighting resulting in minimal territorial gains. Section 4. Empires at war. Colonial troops in the French ranks. The Great War is not just a European conflict, it is a global war that draws in colonies and dominions from across the world. The involvement of these colonies transforms the war into a truly global conflict, with battles being fought on multiple continents and involving diverse peoples and cultures. France, with its vast colonial empire, calls upon its colonial subjects to fight for the motherland. The French government mobilizes its colonial resources, urging men from Africa, Asia, and other regions to join the fight. This call to arms is met with a mix of enthusiasm and obligation, as colonial subjects are drawn into the war effort. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers from Senegal, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Indochina, and other French colonies answer the call to arms. These men leave their homes and families behind, traveling great distances to fight in a war that is not their own. Their participation is a testament to the complex relationships between the colonies and the French Empire. They serve with distinction on the Western Front, fighting alongside their French comrades in the trenches. The conditions are brutal, with constant shelling, mud, and the ever-present threat of death. Yet these colonial troops show remarkable resilience and bravery, earning the respect of many of their fellow soldiers. The colonial troops face not only the enemy, but also racism and discrimination from some of their fellow French soldiers. Despite their contributions, they are often treated as second-class citizens, facing prejudice and unequal treatment. This discrimination adds another layer of hardship to their already challenging circumstances. They endure harsh conditions and unimaginable horrors, yet they fight with courage and loyalty. Their determination and spirit are unwavering, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. The stories of these soldiers are a powerful reminder of the human capacity for endurance and bravery. The contributions of the colonial troops are crucial to the French war effort. Their involvement provides much-needed manpower and resources, bolstering the French military's capabilities. The sacrifices and efforts of these soldiers are an integral part of the broader narrative of World War I. They provide much-needed manpower and help to tip the balance of power in favor of France and its allies. The presence of colonial troops on the battlefield is a decisive factor in many engagements, contributing to the eventual victory of the Allied forces. Their legacy is a testament to the global nature of the conflict and the interconnectedness of the world during this tumultuous period. Section 5. Faces of Courage, Leaders and Heroes of France. The Great War produces a generation of leaders and heroes who inspire their countrymen and women. These individuals, through their bravery and leadership, become symbols of hope and resilience in a time of unprecedented turmoil. General Joseph Joffre, known as Joffre the Methodist for his calm and methodical approach to warfare, steadies the French army in the early days of the war. His strategic mind and unwavering resolve play a crucial role in the defense of France. General Philippe Pétain, the Lion of Verdun, earns the respect and admiration of his troops for his steadfastness and determination. His leadership during the grueling Battle of Verdun becomes legendary, symbolizing the indomitable spirit of the French forces. Pétain's success at Verdun makes him a national hero, but his later collaboration with the Nazis during World War II will forever tarnish his legacy. This complex figure reminds us that history often judges leaders by their entire body of work, not just their moments of glory. Among the many heroes of the war are countless ordinary soldiers who display extraordinary courage and sacrifice. These men, often young and inexperienced, face the horrors of war with a bravery that is both humbling and inspiring. Their stories, often untold, remind us of the human cost of conflict and the enduring power of the human spirit. The letters they wrote, the medals they earned, and the graves they now rest in are poignant reminders of their sacrifice and valor. These memorials serve as a testament to their bravery and the profound impact they had on the course of history.